Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Marshalls going up against the Mounties. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the San Antonio Marshalls and the Toronto Mounties. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. No. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately.
Right,
but you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Coates complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Here we go now. Landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation. On the break from inside to outside, he threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. From the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Shift together here from the D-line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And let's look defensively at the starters.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hurry up, here we go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Carlos Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Defense showing blitz. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
play action. They'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They come out here in the eye. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. One receiver left, three to the right.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part two of the screen, he forgot part one, couldn't get the ball. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Carlos Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Third down now following the run. Back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your... Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
In sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Watch him now, Barney. Leopard. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to take over again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They come up in an offset eye. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it with Tony D. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
No. Try now. Look at
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. They come up in an offset eye.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Welcome back to Toronto as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now back out comes the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
6-man.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19. Good.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And his kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that gets you a bit closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win you the game, at least not this deep into it.
Agreed. If this were the second quarter, okay. But you're in the 4th now. You're still 2 scores down. I don't know that getting 3 points there is going to help you much at all.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go. No. Jack, Patriots. Gone. All right, here we go. Gone.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Let's just be frank, they're playing.
Because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they'll go on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.